Sounds beautiful, doesn't it? Sorry, had to pause for that. Check it out, folks. I got me a brand new motorcycle. Hey, look at that. Hey, folks, and welcome to Salvaging in Arizona. Welcome to the Wall of Steel. As you can all see here, we got plenty of strip microwaves. Sweet motorcycle. There we go. And we got a little wine fridge there. That is a little printer. That thing weighs a ton. I don't know why that weighs so much. But we got these. We got the filing cabinets. All this good stuff. Got the ups and downs. We've even got a little, won't be running that in, but I'll give you a little preview there of some of the stuff we got there. And today's gonna be a steel day, so got the little TV, we got the cabinet, we got the 1, 2, 3. As you can see, I've been taking down some microwaves and what have you, and getting all the goodies out for a good non-ferrous run a little bit later. But for now, we got steel. Let's get going and get this filled up. Alrighty, folks, here in Salvaging, Arizona, there we go. Not too bad. Got the motorcycle going on. We got all the good stuff. As you can see, I took apart a bunch of AC rads and a lot of stuff like that. So a lot of the stuff that comes off that was all mixed in there as well. So I'm curious to see what the weight is today. But hey, let's get on down to All Metal by Scrap. See what this gets us. See you there. Okay, folks, we have made it on down to the Avenue of Scrap. We are going to get up here on the scale and see where we're at today. And 8060, 8060. Not bad, not bad. Folks, here we are on the way out. Let's see where we wound up at today. Okay, let's see. 7,200, 7,200. Not bad, not bad. All right. Alrighty, folks, here we are staring at the empty cans as we always are. Let's see what we grabbed today. Today we pulled 860 pounds. Not bad at all. 5.5. Oh, it went down to 5 cents a pound. Yikes, man. Okay. 43 bucks, $43. Well, either way, it all went in the diesel fuel for this thing, and it's all good. So hey, folks, let's go on to the next adventure. I'll meet you out there. See ya. All right, folks, and welcome to another Saturday scrapping adventure here in Salvaging in Arizona. Today's area is going to be the farthest flung area. We might be hitting a few new neighborhoods. We'll see. Let's go get it. Alrighty, folks, first stop, and I left my good gloves at home, so we got the ratty ones today. Okay, I got little pieces of brass there. Oh, hello. Hey, wasn't a bad stop after all, now was it? All right, copper, good old straight copper. Well, there we go. We are on the board with copper. Yay! All right, let's move on. Alrighty, a little bit of metal there. Alright, let's grab this one here. And we got a couple TVs over there. So, hey. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, so Arizona Special. But it's on, it's the only thing there, so it's gotta go the whole way. Okay. There we go. Okay. Alright. This pile got picked, so literally I was at another pile and two people pulled up on this, so let's see if they didn't leave anything. Yeah, a little bit of wire. Steel. Hey. Mr. Scrap and Junk right there. Hockey in the desert. Boom. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. The fan there. Little thing. Alright. Well, hey, got a few things left over there, not too bad. Alrighty, let's boogie. This one just may be a little wire snip. That's there. And there's another scrapper roaming around this neighborhood, folks, so we'll see. We've already ran into each other a couple times, and I think he's grabbing metal, so we shall see. There's some good wires going on there, why not? Oh hey, I think I see at least one thing here. A little buried there, but there she blows. Little cast iron thingy there, or cast aluminum. Beautiful. All right, you okay? No mas?
No.
No mas is good? See?
Oh, I found one because I have a little girl.
Oh, okay. Gracias. Thank you. I recycle them. Like I said, been a glut of baby gates lately. And there's smack. Hey. You get in there. Actually, they're both going. We are going to snip that though. Okay. Needless to say, this needs a little taming down, which we shall do. And we'll move on. Alright. Well, alright folks, we're in Salvador, Arizona, and welcome to the second city. Today's area is going to be kind of small and narrow and full of alleys. So I was going to go out to the desert today, but it's awfully hot out today. So we're going to be hitting this area here. We're going to be cruising through alleys and seeing what we can get. Let's go get it. Romex? Yeah. That's a big old chunk of Romex right there. That ain't bad. That's pretty good cash right there. Wow. I think it's the most I've ever gotten in one shot, frankly. Wow. Oh yeah, there it is. Romex. I thought it was all coax or something, but man, I think this up here somewhere. That was a good, I'd say 10, 15 pounds of that. That's not bad. Oh, license plates. Hey. 16 and 21. Alright. Walkie-talkie, sure. Okay. Well, there was some evidence of picking right there, so this area might have been picked, but we're gonna keep giving it a shot. We'll keep going. Let's keep going. And we got ourselves a little candidate here. All right. And the degaussing cable as well. Get you out. right. Money bells and wires, all right. And boards. Yeah, we'll take the circuit board, sure. Why not? Oh, that there. Now, back she goes. Not a bad little money bell and a Persuasion. Okay, well, I've seen me a ceiling fan. There it is. Yep. Well, that's cool. This place hasn't totally been picked yet. And pictures. Okay. Oh, is that Christmas lights? It sure is. Yep. Oh, hey, we got what? 2 TVs here? All right. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Dusty. This one's been outside for a while. I do want this. Is it easy up or what is this? Oh, that's a pack and play. Yeah. And what are you in here? Oh, hey. A bag of tripods. Another sorted metal. All right. And the pack and play. I see part of a TV buried there. Let's see how much is left. I'll hit the middle part of it. Even better. Alrighty. Okay, seen a couple AZ specials there. And one of them. Okay. You just go there. Okay. Busted up ones. Okay, that's off already. Good. Okay. Off you go. Well, heck. One little cut here. There we go. Up and over. You go. You two. Come with me. Is this your guys or can I take it? Just scrap? Scrap? Cool, man, thanks. And that is the Tempe Library right there. As you can see, it has its host of folks who like to hang out there. Let's move on. Here we got some bed rails. Look at that. The old standby there. All right. Light one. All right. Okay, I'll take one light fixture extra flat, please. All right. Coming right up. Man. Only been run over just a few times. Okay, look at that. All right. Well, let's get the wire off that first of all. It's not bad as this one. Oh, kind of yuckage, but we can chuck it. little bit of yuck, but hey, not too bad. You can stay closed. Thank you. Whew. That's a stanky one. Let's see here. There we go. Sheet metal. Okay. I think we have a candidate today. I use, oh, like a solid core. Let's see. Got it. Hey. Hey. All right. There you go. Knock the doorknobs out. Let's go there. Oh, yeah, I just scrap it. I get all the stuff and take it all to the scrap yard and away it goes.
Yep.
Get you a little.
I got something for you.
What you got?
I'm over here on the next alley, Del Rio.
Del Rio?
The last one on Mill.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going there right now, so I probably got something for you.
Yeah, if you got metal, I take metal. Metal electronics, that's kind of stuff. Thank you, sir. Okay, a little microwave there. All right, a little more bed frames there. Okay. Let's see if we can get the shelving out. Alrighty. Alright folks, here in Salvador, Arizona, we're going to wrap up in a little place here called Danal Plaza. This place has been here for a very long time. I think they got a lot of plans for this place, but in the meantime they've let them do all the murals and stuff, as you can see all the way down there. Not too bad. We're gonna call this today. We're gonna a lot of driving. Like I said, this was pretty narrow and a lot of alleys, as you saw. We were pretty much all the way in the alleys, but we did get a decent amount of non-ferrous at least. So we're gonna be running on down to All Metal by Scrap, and we shall see y'all down there. Alrighty folks, we have made it from the Second City down to Scrap Avenue. We're gonna get up on the scale here. Probably not gonna be a whole lot of this. Like I said, got a little bit of steel and pretty good amount of non-ferrous. I'll tell you what, I'll bet you that Romex I got is worth more than all the steel in this truck. I guarantee you that. Let's see where we're at. 7640, 7640. Folks, here we are on the way out. Let's see where we're at today. Probably not going to be all that much, but we'll see. 73 or 7400, 7400. And as you can see, folks, we're keeping a pretty good amount of non-ferrous, so we got to take a lot of good wires and stuff. So 7400. Alrighty, folks, the claw is clawing away. We're going to do a wrap up here. I think this is my lowest one. It's just steel from my wear. 260 pounds we got today at 5 cents a pound for 13 bucks. Money's money. I'll take it any way I can. Like I said, that Romex back there, I'm telling you, that is a good chunk of Romex. That's probably one of the biggest chunks I've gotten. So that alone, I think, is going to easily pay for this trip. And I'll see y'all folks at the next adventure. Meet you out there. Buried Arizona Special. The wind all of a sudden kicked up. Whoa. Alrighty. Boom. Just grabbing your cycles there.
Oh, gotcha.
Thank you, sir. Alrighty. Boom. Some metal there. Bed frames, looks like. Alright. Oops, interesting. Oh, that was the top. Ooh, these may have to go right up a little higher. Oh, that's bolted one. Okay. Go. Well, all right, folks. There we go. Okay, what do we get? Oh yeah, the patio furniture. Why is that on there? Okay. You go there. And you go there. All right. A moving truck in a pile, always good to see. And we'll grab the chairs up first. Plastic dishwasher looks like. Got you. Okay. The screw can stay in there. Okay. We'll get our wire salad here. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Got us a nice little Arizona special here, along with a bunch of good stuff over there. So, hey. Okay, you. Let's get the clippers. Okay. Make sure those are okay, well, that's good to know. I can probably stuff something up in there, I'm sure. It's going to have to go that way. For now, I think we'll just do it like that, and we'll move it accordingly. Alrighty, let's see here. Oh, the smack of all smack, those hanger thingies. Okay. You gonna beat me up? You want to, I know you do. Yes, you do. I'm gonna do, give me one. Yeah, this will calm this thing down a bit. Yeah, you like that. Sorry, you know what I can do? I can do that there, can't I? Yeah, I can. I can go like that. And use our scrap to tame down the scrap. There. Now it's one piece. It always was one piece, but I like to move around a lot. Let's put it that way. What we'll do is this. Well, hey, not bad. We tamed it down. Hey. Thingy with the thin one. Mr. Skinny Man. Fit right there. Okay, let's see. We've got a good amount of metal on them. And will you go up in here? Oh, hey, even better. That's the case. Well, the heck, I'm getting rid of both of these. Well, all right, folks, here in Salvador, Arizona, as we stare at the beautiful Superstition Mountains, as we always do, we are heading out of town. We're trying to get as many trips out of town as we can before the scorching summer hits. It is about mid-April right now. It's about mid-80s, so not too bad, not too bad. So before it gets to be 112, we're gonna head out there. So we've been mainly looking at the shooting spot today for shot up scraps and brass for today. So let's go get it, folks. Well, alrighty, folks, we have made it out here as we turn off the paved road and go over the cattle guard here. We are heading down the old dirt road to the shooting spot, so let's head on down there and see what we find today. Well, I think I'm gonna start a shoe resale business. What do y'all think? First one right there. Alrighty, folks, we're up at the first spot here. Tap it windy, a little nice breeze going. I wouldn't say windy, but not much shop stuff here. We'll see how much we get at the other spots. We're gonna be kind of hop, skip, and jumping along this road here, checking out spots. So let's go see what we're getting. Alrighty, folks, here we are at the next spot. We're already seeing a nice little nest of 223s going up there and up onto the hill. I think I see some more up there. That filing cat, we'll see. That one might be a little too shot up. We'll give that one a look, but we're definitely gonna be getting this brass that's down here, and we'll see what we get. See you in a second. All right, folks, we're at 247 pieces right now, and we're not done. I'm still seeing more going off that way, still seeing more going off that way. So we're gonna keep picking stuff up, see where we wind up at. All right, folks, we're gonna call this one just a little bit too shot up for this one here. Like I said, when they get too shot up, they start getting too sharp and whatnot. It's funny, not only can you see the bullets, you can also see the grazings too as they're going through. Interesting, very interesting. Let's check this out. We're gonna do the wrap up right out here because this is pretty cool. This was a very good run today. That's 435 pieces of brass, all from one spot. That's amazing. It's scrappers ain't been coming out of it, plus a little piece of e-waste. So hey, 435 pieces ain't bad. Check out a few more. Let's go check it out. All right, folks, I was driving up on the up here on the dam. This is the road going up there, and I look down. I've seen this big old nest of things here, and these are definitely gonna be grabbing this thing here. This one here looks like a dud round. Looks like it's got a primer dent, so still pretty cool, huh? Not bad. So getting this brass up. All right. Okay, folks, from all the way down here and from up on the dam there, we had a total of, I think, 41 pieces of brass that came in. Some interesting stuff I wanted to show you on this one. There's all of the stuff all put together right there. And one thing I found, as I showed you earlier, with these old ones here, and along came with these were the stripper clips, and these are brass stripper clips. Now, the caliber on this, I'm not exactly sure, because what I'm seeing, it says 1942, and then like a backwards C and an upside down T, so it might be Cyrillic lettering, then 79, and then F as in Frank, then 5, then 19. If that's the case, then this could be vintage wartime ammo, especially now that we have a dud. And also what leads me to believe is brass stripper clips, because they don't make those anymore like that. And for folks who aren't aware, stripper clips are basically there's usually a notch in the receiver of the bolt of the gun, and you push them down in, and then it loads up the internal clip. Such as like an Mosin Nagant or an SKS rifle, something like that. Again, I'm not sure which one these ones. If y'all could tell me by this one here, this is one of the few rounds I'm getting stumped on here. So hey, if y'all good, we're gonna keep going. We're finding a bunch of brass today, so that's pretty cool. So let's keep going. All right, folks, here we are at one of the most popular spots here. As you can see, it goes way up on the mountain. People do some long range shooting up here. I'm already finding a few brass here, so We're gonna be checking out all this area through here. And like I said, I'm already finding a few. I see a couple right down there as we're talking. So we'll get these picked up. We'll give you a number count. Let's go get them. Okay, folks, that was not bad at all. Not bad at all. Like I said, this is a pretty popular spot, and I think because the heat has scared off all the scrappers, because there was another 70 pieces of brass that we got out of here. Not bad at all. I'm keeping a running tally. I'll give you the total as we go. So also I found this was interesting too. I've shown these before. These are shot rounds, where the round has been out there and it's struck by a bullet. You can see it just kind of glanced off there. Interesting. And we also found this alive little 22 lead round nose. Nothing bad on the primer, so not bad for this spot. Let's check off another popular spot and see what's over there. Okay, children, now take your seat and turn to page 4. All right, folks, here we are at another spot. Now this spot here has got a few others that go down the ways, down the tracks a little bit. And I'm already seeing some brass out that way, out by the truck, and we're gonna be checking out this area all through here. So let's check out another popular area, see what it gets us. Alrighty, folks, we hit this part here, and it's a few parts down the tracks here, and let's see what we got here. From here, we got another 27 pieces of brass from those different areas right there. So definitely some. We're not doing bad on the brass today at all. Like I said, we'll get a final count in the end. And I always find the interesting stuff out here. A little memory board with a bullet hole through it. Little mini motors, little mini heat sinks. Look at this. This is about 1/4 inch steel right there. Just bullets are just punching right on through it. That's some powerful stuff there. And the old scrapper, you couldn't do the old aluminum pot. So hey, we'll take that there. We're gonna head on to. Let's check out one more spot and see what we get. All right, folks, you can see there we got we're at the next spot here. We got a good little nest of brass there going. We're even starting out with a live round as well. Not bad, nothing bad on the primer. I'm seeing several through here. So this is a popular pistol shooting spot. It's a little spot right here. You just stand here and just do your pistol shooting. So a lot of folks do, which is what we got on the ground. So let's go gather all that up. Well, hey, folks, check this out. This place wasn't bad at all. Like I said, you know, this is right after Easter weekend, but this is Tuesday, so I figured if all the scrappers are going to come, they come out on a Monday usually. Sounds beautiful, doesn't it? Sorry, had to pause for that. We got another, out of this spot alone, we got 160, see if I can get the light right. Yeah, maybe not, I can't get it. 187 pieces of brass. Not bad at all, not bad. 187 pieces of brass out of this spot here. I think I'm gonna check out one more spot right down the street before we head out, and we'll go check that out, we'll see. Okay, folks, we're at our last spot here. We're gonna be checking out. I'm already seeing some brass on the ground to begin with already, so hey, not bad at all. There we go, we got a little nest starting out right there to get us going, some 9mm. So hey, let's get this picked up, see what this gives us. Well, all right, folks, here in Salvador, Arizona, let's do a wrap up of our time out here in the desert today. Like I said, as it gets hotter and hotter, we're gonna I want to get out here before it gets too hot. What you're looking at right there, folks, is 941 pieces of brass. That may be a record for me for out here. That's a lot. Like I said, this is just after holiday weekend, so a lot of times folks don't pick up. But I also wanted to show you some other cool stuff that I found. Like I said, I'm showing you some other things there, like the heat sinks and the motors and that kind of stuff like that. And we'll do a little casing display like I've done before. Like I said, we have the brass stripper clip, and I'm thinking these are maybe 8mm Turkish or something. I'm not sure, but if someone could chime in, like I said, it's stamped 1942 with an actual brass stripper clip. So these are old. We got regular 308, regular 223, 30 carbine. 30 caliber carbine from the World War II rifle. Good old American 45. That there is a 7.62 by 25, and that is from the Russian Tokarev pistol. As you can see, it's got a little case rupture there. That's not good. A lot of these are surplus. A lot of these are made from way back in the day. And then you also, I saw a bunch of this say 38 Super. Not many people shoot that. Not 38 Special, but 38 Super. Just slightly off, and of course your regular 9mm. Now let's see what else. What other kind of goodies we got today? We got 4 live rounds, 2 of them hollow point 2 lead round nose. We got a 223 round live. We got 3 live 9mm full metal jackets. And check this out, that you know, like this. That's the actual bullet itself to the 9mm. And there's some pretty cool shot of stuff there. So Really hope that you folks enjoyed this today. I really did. Had a good time out here. Got a bunch of brass. And as the freedom sounds are going off, we're gonna head out. I'll see you back in the city. Thanks. Hey, just grabbing recycles. Just getting the recycle stuff. Thanks. Today.
What do you do with the metal?
I take it to recycle yards.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, I get steel. They pay for steel, wires, all that stuff, you know.
Well, I might have more, so, but I'll...
Okay. Yeah, just put it out and
Okay.
one of us will grab it. Thank you. Alrighty. I thought I'd been down this street before, but I guess I hadn't. And well, we got a little light fixture there, which we're gonna de-glass here. Okay. Oh, okay. There's a little bit more. A little bit more. Oh, went all over the place, didn't they? They sure did. Let's just get rid of these right now. As they fall all over the place. Up and over you go. Pieces of metal. Christmas lights, sure. Okay. Well, all right, folks, PD story time. Yes, PD story time once again. And today we're going to talk about, I'd say probably my second most common call I ever took after burglary alarms were actual car burglaries and home burglaries, with car burglaries going way higher than home burglaries. Let's start out with home burglaries. Now, home burglaries were always treated special because that's someone invading someone's house. That's not a minor thing that you gloss over. You know, you go in there and you do a proper investigation, because if someone's willing to go in someone's house, that's a bad sign. Especially if they're home. You don't get many when they're home. Those are rare, believe it or not. 99% of your burglars do not want anybody there. But home burglaries also were never taken over the phone. Now, a car burglary can be taken over the phone because if, let's say, someone broke the window, stole the purse off the front seat and ran away, well, there's a broken window. I don't need to see a broken window to know it's there. But on a home burglary, you have to you have to walk through and see where the burglar went, kind of check his path. You have to check to see the point of entry, point of exit, and all those reports had to be long form, meaning that there's a certain kind of report called a short form where it was like 18 lines and you could sum it up. A home burglary had to be a full long report every time, which I believe was a good thing. Most often hit in a home burglary, almost always the master bedroom and the master bedroom closet, because that's where the guns and the drugs and the money are all kept. A lot of people think, oh, they're going to take my kids' toys. No, they don't. It's a rare occasion that they even go into a kid's room. I've seen maybe 1 or 2 kids of all kids' rooms of all the times I ever had that were ransacked. Basically, like I said, you look for the point of entry, point of exit, you interview witnesses, and you take fingerprints and photographs. Now, we were still one of the few agencies, at least when I left, where the officer himself would still take prints. They taught us how to do prints in the academy, and a lot of agencies went to having ID techs do that. I think it's better that the officer, because the officer was there, he knows kind of the path that the burglar took, so he knows where to print and to do all the right stuff. Burglars themselves, if you catch a burglar, they are a sneaky, scary, and slippery bunch. They really are. They will almost 99% run from you every time and fight you once you get them. Burglars are a bad bunch. They really are. If I ever get someone and they come up with 2 felony warrants for burglary, I know this guy's probably going to run. I'll be getting on back, calling for a second unit. Go over the car burglaries. My gosh, car burglaries, so often on those. Believe it or not, most of the time people just left the door open. Especially toward the end of my career. I got a lot of broken windows when I was first new, but people just, I guess, got lazy over time and started leaving their car doors open. So, and you'd be amazed. I mean, the iPhone, the iPad, the full purse with the wallet sticking out the top. They leave it on the front seat. It really blows you away, along with laptops and briefcases and everything else. I would always say, basically, as long as you don't have any type of bag, they'll do it. My best example was, in the case of just wanting to see what was in the bag, the burglar broke the window. There was a big duffel bag. Well, the girl went to cosmetology school, and there was a bunch of mannequin heads with hair to practice cutting hair. So he literally broke this girl's window, dragged it out, looked at what it was, dropped it right on the ground, and left. Now I didn't see that, but what I saw was a bag of mannequin heads on the ground. That was a little weird. One little pro tip too is if you ever catch a kid, and usually they were kids, and they got if you ever seen a spark plug, there's the ceramic on the spark plug. If you take a hammer and break that, and then get just a tiny little handful of it, you can throw that at the tempered glass of a window, and it will shatter it. And then you just push in on it, and it goes in. It's very quiet. It's very quiet. I always call car burglaries a gateway crime. You always hear about gateway drugs. Well, this was a gateway crime. Usually, this was the first big felony a lot of young little criminals would commit. A lot of them, 13, 14, 15, that was, and boy, can they run, I tell you what. By the end of my career, I imagine I probably took thousands of car burglaries. I mean, easily, up between out of the scene and over the phone. We will dispatch someone if there's evidence left at the scene, you know, if they left their tools, if they bled all over the place, you know, and that happens too. If they break the glass complete. There was one kid I caught he was an underage kid. He'd done 3 car burglaries, and I talked earlier about how the juvenile jail won't take him. He did 3 car burglaries. We caught him. He had a stolen gun tucked into his waistband, okay, and he's underage, and the jail wouldn't take him. They said that he didn't meet their criteria to be held, so he went home after committing 3 car burglaries with a stolen concealed handgun in his waistband. Blew me away. Hey, don't worry about that gun thing. It's no big deal. Don't worry about that. And the last thing I'll talk about with car burglaries are work vans. Now, work vans, I would tell, unfortunately, a lot of guys who take their work van or work trucks home, they live in apartment complexes or condo complexes or whatnot, and they got to park it out on the street or in a parking lot. And I would always tell the guys, because they would almost invariably get hit. Those work trucks get hit because they're full of good stuff. They're full of tools. They're full of, you know, all the stuff you can easily sell. And I would say, hey, if there's a way, try and do it. And I'll give you an example of a guy who wasn't able to park the car, but what he tried was amazing, and what they did to defeat it was also amazing. So imagine you have your typical truck box. You know, the one that goes across the back window. He had fashioned tubular steel to go over that, okay? And so not only was the thing locked, he had the tubular steel, and he put hasps and 2 padlocks on it. Then on the saddle toolbox, those were also locked, and he did tubular steel, hasps, 2 padlocks, and then in the bed of the truck where he had some miscellaneous, the larger, you know, your construction equipment, he had it all cabled in with padlocks, thick cables, bike cables, and they went through, they cut every lock, every cable, every toolbox lock, and they stole it all. I mean, if they're determined, they're going to get it, and it really blew me away. They were still able to get it. So hopefully that tells you a little bit about car burglaries and home burglaries, one thing that cops do take a lot of. So hope you guys enjoyed that one, and we will keep on scrapping. Oh, let's see. I thought that was steel there at first. Guess not. And there we have us another scrapper. Look at that. All right. Like I said, that's like the 4th or 5th one I've seen today. And it was weird. Last week, none. I didn't see a single darn one last week. And then now it's today, they're all over the place. Well, that same scrapper that I was talking about, I watched him, as you could see. He was eyeing these things for a while, and then he just kept going. I think he was probably looking for ones that actually were not broken, which is kind of hard to come by when it comes to patio furniture. This stuff, people don't put the stuff out until it's really had its moment. Okay. Well, there's the old standby. There he is. Okay. Locked in there. Probably one of the most awkward pieces you'll get scrapping is a satellite dish. There's just no, they don't just fit, ever. Well, I didn't think I'd be hitting any dirt roads today, but this is the new little farmy area I found. This is, oh, that's pretty beautiful. Very pretty. I like that little house out back. That's cool. Well, looks like we're back to pavement here. So can't decide whether or not it wants to be dirt or pavement, but hey, let's keep on going. I know a lot of you folks like the farm stuff, so we're gonna have a little look here. Irrigation ditch with some fishies in it there. Hey guys. Hi. Yeah, like I said, literally about not even a mile that way is suburbia, and now we got this here. It's weird how they mixed it in. Pretty cool. Well, bye bye black sheep. See y'all later. Alrighty folks, there we are up in the sky with the smackiest of all smacks, those hanger tables right there. Those are weird. But hey, that not a bad run today. As you can see, you got some holes there, but you know, those far away ones, those far flung areas there, they're hit or miss, so not bad. But hey folks, check this out. My goal this year is to reach 5,000 subscribers, and I just looked at YouTube Studio, and right now we're at $23.99. One shy of 2,400. So hey, thank you folks, I mean it. I say it all the time. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for every clicks, all the watches, and also all the comments. I really do like the comments. I read the comments. I do, as you can probably tell. But thank you folks, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.